Hi, this is Juan Chapa with MLC CAD Systems here in McAllen, Texas. Today I want to talk to you about what's new in SOLIDWORKS Visualize 2017. SOLIDWORKS Visualize was introduced earlier this year, 2016, and it's available for customers that are on subscription services that have SOLIDWORKS Professional or SOLIDWORKS Premium. So it's available if you have any of those two packages, free for you to use it already. Going back to what's new in 2017, SOLIDWORKS Visualize 2017 gives users full flexibility as far as the way they want to navigate within Visualize. You have the option to keep the SOLIDWORKS Visualize navigation tools, or if you're a SOLIDWORKS user and you would prefer to use the same navigation modes as SOLIDWORKS, you can go ahead and certainly select that. There's a couple of other options as well there. Anyway, SOLIDWORKS Visualize, as I mentioned, it's a really cool photo rendering tool that has a built-in library of appearances, scenes, camera angles, and more importantly, different libraries that you can go ahead and store and download and reuse. This is an example of what SOLIDWORKS Visualize can do. One of the new items that SOLIDWORKS Visualize 2017 allows us to do is to change the transparency either of the entire model, or you can just pick and choose individual faces. Here's just an example how you can use this slider bar just to show some of the items that are necessary perhaps to show inside our part, so we can hide some walls, etc. Now, how do we integrate SOLIDWORKS Visualize from our really cool SOLIDWORKS 3D model designs? Well, there's a couple of different options to export this information. The first one is the export simple option. That what it does, it's going to go ahead and group all the common color or all the parts that have the same color. It's going to go ahead and group them as individual groups, so that if you do need to make a change to an appearance, then all you have to do is pretty much choose the color. Say in this case, black. Pretty much everything that's grouped to black is going to go ahead and change to a new color. So that's the export simple option. If you want to go ahead and make it easier for you to select the common colors already from your CAD model, you can go ahead and do so. The other option that we have, it's the export advanced option. This export advanced option has a couple of additional benefits. First of all, it's going to export each part as individual parts. So when you make changes to a color, they're pretty much going to be acting as they normally do inside a SOLIDWORKS environment. And the second and most important thing is that if there's any updates within the model, say you're working with your part file or your assembly file, and of course there's a revision here and there that might happen. If there's any changes and the person that is actually creating these renders is already well ahead advancing in the camera angles or etc. If there's any changes like I'm about to do here, where I want to go ahead and show this exploded state, and I want to update that information over to my Visualize person, he's going to get this message saying that the original model has changed, but when he does accept the changes, notice that whatever appearances were made, they're going to be kept within the assembly. So that's pretty cool to be able to keep those changes unaffected. And then finally, the other option that we have in Visualize for any of you that have legacy data, if you already have a motion study of some sort that you want to export as is, and then give it those final touches as far as changing appearances, reflection, etc., you can actually export your existing motion study as well into Visualize. And again, it's going to do two things. It's going to go ahead and separate or group everything as is, like I showed earlier, but it's also going to export the motion study as is as well. So this gives you pretty much the full flexibility to use what you have and then make it look even prettier. In addition, if there's any changes whatsoever to the motion study or the model, you can see that here. I'm going to select this bar. You can start seeing the motion study actually changing as well. But if you do make any changes to either the assembly or the motion study itself, that update function will also give you the exact same results. He'll get a pop-up notification, and then the update will go ahead and propagate accordingly. So those are just some of the few items that are new or in our SOLIDWORKS Visualize 2017. Be sure to check it out, and if you have any questions, please contact one of your application engineers. Thank you very much.